today's video, we are going to be trading everybody on the Brooklyn Nets. And before we hop into that video, guys, if you enjoy the videos, leave a like, let me know you're enjoying the videos, and subscribe if you're new, because I've seen that 81% of y'all that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So I would appreciate it, and I know that y'all are enjoying my videos if y'all subscribe to them. So let's hop into the video, guys. In this video, we are going to be trading Kevin Durant. Like I said, we're trading everybody on the roster, and everyone knows who Kevin Durant is, a top 3 player in the NBA. Y'all know who the top 3 players are. It's like he's top 2, top 3. You can switch him between Kawhi and KD, who's number 2. Y'all know LeBron's number 1. And then we have Kyrie Irving as a top 5 point guard. He's a good point guard, but it's his attitude that's really killing him. People be saying he has bad attitude, and we've seen it on some. We've seen it. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, a good backup point guard that can be a starter if needed to be. He can be a starter if he's needed to be. He's not just your typical, like, he's never going to start like a bench player. He can start if like this year Kyrie got hurt and he's been starting. Because if you look at his stats on the bench last year, he averaged 17 points a game, like 17 on 44%. That's not terrible. Like that year was terrible, 38% shooting. But we'll continue. Jared Allen honestly reminds me of a version of DeAndre Jordan when he was on Lob City. And Jared Allen is one of the young and up-and-coming centers. He's a good rim protector. He's good at just catching lobs and doing what he needs to do, to get the ball when he scores. And also, I know you're gonna say, but he gets dunked on a lot. How is he a good shot blocker? He's a good shot blocker because good shot blockers get dunked on. Like, he's blocked LeBron. I'm sure he's blocked like AD, Giannis. He's blocked some superstars in the NBA, some all-stars, man. Then we have DeAndre Jordan, who was very good in his prime when he was with the Lob City Clippers. And about that, I am going to be having a rebuild on the Lob City Clippers, 2013 Lob City Clippers. I'm going to be having that out for y'all on Friday. So be on the look for a Lob City Clippers rebuild. And then we have Karis LeVert, who also is a very good bench player. He is your typical like DN3 player that can make a little better than most of them. He has he has good perimeter defense, good playmaking, and he's a good shooter. It's just, I know he had a very good series last year against the Sixers in the playoffs. He just didn't have that much help. And then we have Joe Harris, who's another great shooter. His defense and playmaking really lacks. Like, his defense is a C, and then his playmaking is a D-, which is pretty bad for being a shooting guard. So he's pretty much just your catch and shoot type of player, which isn't bad in today's NBA. Nicholas Claxton, I haven't really heard much about him. I've seen him play a couple games, but going by his stats on 2K, he's pretty bad. But he's only 20 years old. And then Taurean Prince. About Taurean Prince, he was on the Hawks. I thought he was very good on the Hawks. He's a good 3-point shooter, good defender. He's like a good DN3 player too. Very good for a small forward. I thought he was going to have like higher potential. Like, he's only a 72. He hasn't hit his potential, but I thought he was going to be like maybe like a Robert Covington type player, more he's like a kind of a poor man's version of like an Alec Burks, who you don't really hear much about him. But I am going to be moving him to small forward actually. So let's see. He just goes up 1 point. And so then we have Garrett Temple, he's just your backup shooting guard, and the rest of the team isn't really that good. Like TLC, I know he was on the Sixers at one point, not really much. Wilson Chandler used to be good, and now he's doo-doo. And pretty much the rest of the roster is, yeah. So let's hop into the trades, man. The first trade I want to do, I'm going to save these two for last. Let's see what we can get for Spencer Dinwiddie. We need pretty much every position as we are looking right now. So let's see what we can get. There's Josh Richardson, Brook Lopez, a first-round pick, Larry Nance, Patrick Beverly, not really, Devontae Graham, and Cody Zeller isn't that bad. Clarkson, not really much trades. TJ Warren wouldn't be bad for the small forward role. Robert Covington, I know he goes up if you make a small forward. I might do the Robert Covington trade. You got Aaron Baines, one of the best centers in the NBA. Then you got Dennis Smith. I said Dennis Smith. You got Dennis Schroeder. Yusuf Nurkic. He could be a good backup center, but I think the best player to go for overall wise would be Robert Covington. And as y'all will see, Robert Covington does go up to a 85. So Robert Covington is our small forward for this video. Next trade is going to be Jared Allen. Yeah, let's just see what we can get for Jared Allen. If 2K takes forever to update it. And I hope we can get someone good, man. Aaron Baines, Brent Forbes. I can get Spencer Dinwiddie back, but there's no point in that. Luke Kennard, no. Willie Cauley-Stein, Kyle Kuzma, Mitchell Robinson. That's not a bad trade. Mitchell Robinson, I'll probably do that trade for Mitchell Robinson. He's a better overall, and they're pretty much the same player. I really don't want to give up this first round pick though. Can I give y'all a second? And they'll take 3 seconds, so that's a done deal. So the next person we are going to be trading is DeAndre Jordan, who isn't making that much money. He's only making $9 million, which isn't that bad for an 81 overall. Brook Lopez could be a good backup center, because I have an idea who I'm going to get for my starting center. We'll see if he pops up. Not really much trades here. Like 2 solid bench players and Patty Mills. Aaron Baines is still there. Brook Lopez. Is there a way I can get actually, instead of Patty Mills, can I get DeJounte Murray? And yeah, y'all should know by now DeJounte Murray is my favorite player. The Spurs would acquire 3 mil. What if I just do this like straight up? The Spurs would acquire 5 mil. Oh, let's see. Give me Marco, I guess, and then I'll throw y'all this guy. I guess he doesn't count. Y'all can have Nicholas Claxton, and we'll throw y'all this first from the Sixers. And let's see if we can get him with some seconds. If it doesn't go through, I mean, I'll try one more first, but that's kind of pushing it just for DeJounte Murray. And then a second, and one more second. Yeah, they're not going to buy it, so we're not getting DeJounte Murray. Brook Lopez wouldn't be bad. Daniel Tice and Enes Kanter. That's 2 solid players right there. So we'll probably take this trade for Daniel Tice and Enes Kanter. And let's go and move Enes Kanter to power forward real quick, because I know he has 72 mid. I mean, Daniel Tice is more of a... I mean, Enes Kanter goes up more, so we'll make Enes Kanter the power forward. And so then let's go off and let's see what we can get for Karis LeVert. I'm gonna pair up. I might deal Austin Rivers too. I don't even want Austin Rivers, so I might deal Austin Rivers. But let's see what we can get for these guys real quick. Is not really much. D'Anthony Melton's a good player. Duncan Robinson's a good shooter. I'm trying to get an even overall. Like, maybe I can try to get like a Buddy Hield. Maybe go get like Luke Kennard right there. That's a good deal. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson isn't a bad player. I'm still going to offer Aaron Baines in every trade. I'll probably end up accepting a trade for Aaron Baines. But let's go back to the Luke Kennard trade. That's a good trade. Not even going to lie. 80 overall, 80 overall. And then we have, who's next? Because Luke Kennard is a better shooter. He can't play make though. I mean, yeah, he can play make. He can't defend though. But right, we have Robert Covington to defend. Let's see what we can get for Joe Harris, Dante, Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly wouldn't be a bad backup point guard. I know I'd be training for Patrick Beverly a lot. So this will probably be the last time y'all see me get Patrick Beverly in for a while. So we do get Patrick Beverly. And the next deal is going to be, let's see. Who else? Torian Prince and Nicholas Claxton. We'll put them together. Maybe we'll get a better offer. Hopefully we can get a higher overall, like a 77. Pat Connaughton was good. Robert Williams. I have too many centers, I feel like. Derrick Jones Jr. That's not bad. Derrick Jones Jr. And then we got Morris. We got Bielinto, who I just saw. I'm pretty sure I butchered his name. Aaron Baines, man. Aaron Baines is still here. I'm pretty sure we don't need a power forward. I think I'm going to take the Derrick Jones Jr. trade, if I can find it. Alright, so we're going to take Derrick Jones Jr. And then for these last couple trades, we're just going to be putting them together. Because we still got the big two to trade. And Kyrie and Kevin Durant. So who else are we going to trade here? I don't really see much. Like Joakim Noah. Damari Carroll's like the best player that they offered. We'll just take DeAndre Bembry. Why not? And then the last and final two people I think is Wilson Chandler, Trevon Graham. We still got Musa up there, so Yogi for Ed Davis. Like, these are just trades that these people aren't even gonna play. So it's really pointless to just be going through it. Just give me Joakim, I guess. And who else? Joakim can be maybe Joakim could be that defensive player of the year. He almost was when I don't know if he won defensive player of the year or not. Did he? I think he came close to it. No, he was defensive player of the year 2014. So he did win defensive player of the year. Maybe we can get that Joakim Noah back. Defensive player of the year, Joakim Noah. So we got Musa, and I believe that's it, like these three. So for these three, Torrey Craig I saw, Mike Muscala. But let's go with Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig be having some good games. I be seeing, when they play the Spurs, I be seeing Torrey Craig play, and that dude, he got some hops. He could play defense. He just needs to work on his three-pointer, and he could be a good player. So now we go to the big trades where it's Kyrie Irving. You got John Wall, D'Angelo, DeMar and Derek White. I mean, if it was like DeMar and Spencer Dinwiddie and Russell Westbrook, I gotta give him Covington back. Kyle Lowry. These aren't really. Paul George. But I have to give him Robert Covington. I'm not doing that. Chris Middleton, no. So let's try to take Derek White out and see if we could put DeJounte in the deal. And they say they're not getting enough back. So maybe we give them a first. And then another first. And then can I get... Like, I know this is overpaying. This is like... Well, that was definitely an overpay, but trading for DeMar and DeJounte so far is not bad at all. DeMar's going to be the shooting guard. And we still need to get Kevin Durant. So, like I was saying, the trade I want to do for Kevin Durant, let's see what he gets for a trade finder first. And it's Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris. That's it. So, I do want to see if I can get Giannis. It's not even, the money doesn't work. Joel Embiid, the money won't work. I did want to go off and get Nikola Jokic. And the Nuggets would acquire $3 million. Who makes $3 million? That's pretty ass. Nobody. What about? Yeah, this ain't gonna work. What about Karl Anthony Towns? They would acquire $4 million pretty much. And who do y'all have that makes $4 million? James Johnson. And then I'll throw y'all like Torrey Craig. I don't have any picks to give them. That's what sucks, how I just kind of got them, you know. Because now I don't have any picks. I don't have any picks to give them for Karl Anthony Towns. Let's see if I get Pascal Siakam. It's not worth it. James Harden, no. There's really not. Like, can I get these two for Kevin Durant? Draymond's only a 79. Wow. Do I send Kevin Durant back to Golden State, man? Do I send Kevin Durant back to Golden State? I'll keep that in mind. Can I get Bradley Beal and John Wall? No. JoJo and Ben. What about Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris? They want DeJounte. Not doing that. Can I get Giannis? No. Let's just go through and see if we can get any of these players before I even just give it away. So we are going to be doing 2 seasons in this rebuild. The first rebuild is just the players that I traded for. Then the second season is going to be me fixing up the whole roster how it needs to be fixed. So honestly, we are just going to be doing the I think Klay Thompson and Draymond Green trade. Like, we get a first round pick. I don't want to give up Daniel Tice though. Can I give up like? Can I give y'all Austin Rivers? What about, what position do we have most of? I mean, how much was Rivers making? Can I give y'all Bembry? So I need someone that makes like 3 million. Who makes like 3 mil, man? Luke Kennard, don't want to give him. It's either Enes Kanter or Daniel Tice. I know Daniel Tice is a better player, but Enes Kanter probably fits this team more. So I'll just do the trade. I'll just do the trade that they offered. So we do get, like I said, we do get Draymond. And if I make Draymond a small forward, he only goes to an 80. So we'll just leave him at power forward for now. So if we go look at the rotation, it's DeJounte Murray, Klay Thompson, Robert Covington, Draymond, and Mitchell Robinson with DeMar DeRozan off the bench. DeMar off the bench. Do I start DeMar or do I bring him off the bench? I might bring him off the bench just because Robert Covington is a D&3 type player and DeJounte could play make, and he could be playmaking off the bench. We got Enes Kanter, Luke Kennard, and Patrick Beverley off the bench. We are running a 9-man rotation. So I am going to be simulating the first season. And I know this team does not. I think it kind of got worse if you ask me. Let me know down in the comment section if y'all think the team got better or worse. I kind of think it got worse because they didn't really offer any trades for Kevin Durant. I should have done the Ben Simmons trade maybe, but we'll see. I think this team can make the playoffs, and I think we'll win at least 55. So we did make it to the end of the first season, and Luka Doncic is the MVP, averaging 34 points, 11 rebounds, and pretty much 10 assists. Then we have John Morant for Rookie of the Year, DeMarcus Cousins 6th Man of the Year for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard Defensive Player of the Year, and then Bam Adebayo is the Most Improved Player, and I think he was going to win that in real life this year, so that's not too far off. And then Brett Brown's your Coach of the Year. The Sixers go 59-23. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and then All-NBA third. Y'all could pause and look. There's no Nets. All-Defensive first, and then All-Defensive second, and then All-Rookie first. We didn't have any rookies since we traded everybody. So we did make the playoffs as a 5th seed. It did not go as I planned. We did go 43-39, and that is pretty terrible if you ask me. But if we look at the stats, I do believe, wow, DeMar should have been 6th Man of the Year if he came off the bench averaging. He led us in scoring off the bench. That's crazy, man. Did he really come off the bench, or did they probably eventually replace Robert Covington? He started 0 games. How was he not 6th Man of the Year? That's crazy, man. 2K. I don't know what's up with 2K. But DeMar DeRozan was our best player, as he did shoot good from the free throw line. He shot 34% from 3. He averaged 4 threes a game though, and made like maybe 2 a game almost. He did shoot very efficient, and now if I would go check Robert Covington, who did not shoot efficient at all, that's crazy. He did not shoot efficient at all. But it was Klay Thompson who was next leading us in scoring, then it was DeJounte, then Enes Kanter, Robert Covington, Mitchell Robinson. Draymond had his all-around game, kinda, sorta. Luke Kennard did his thing, then Patrick Beverley. So, honestly, I want to go switch the rotation up. And yeah, I want them to start DeMar, and Covington can come off the bench. Like, he's dropped 3 overalls because he played so bad. I'm probably never going to trade for Robert Covington again after seeing that. I didn't think he was that bad on 2K. But let's simulate this round against the Celtics. Hopefully we can get past him. 1-0. Come on, come on. Come on, man. 2-2. Come on. 3-2, man. We gotta win, man. What's the playoff stats looking like here? DeMar is carrying us, man. He wants that payday. DeMar wants to get paid 30 points a game. That is crazy. He's averaging 7 threes. And he's shooting 33%. He's taking 7 threes a game. And where's Robert Covington? He's shooting 26% from the field. Yo. I don't think I'm ever trading for Robert Covington again. Yo, but what was I about to look at? What is DeMar's 3? It's a 73. And he's hitting more efficient than Robert Covington. That's crazy. Let's simulate. You can't just simulate game. So we'll simulate, I guess, around. And it's 3-3. And we win in 7. Thanks to DeMar DeRozan, right? Klay Thompson dropped 38, 15 of 20. That's good shit from Klay right there. Then DeMar DeRozan doing his thing, 10 of 22. Nah, that's pretty bad shooting, but still pretty good. And then where is Mr. 2 for 6? God, that's pretty bad. Mr. Robinson did his thing too. DeJounte did his thing. But we are taking on the Bucks in the next round. Do I think we can get past them? No, not really. Because of Giannis. Yeah, they're going to sweep us. So unfortunately, we did not get past the Milwaukee Bucks. So let's simulate the rest of the playoffs. And I am going to be making this team and trading some more players and see what I can get for them. We are going to be going one more season. Just cause I know I shouldn't, as the Lakers win the championship. I know I usually don't do 2 seasons, but we are going to be going 2 seasons. So let's look at the player retirement. Nah, let's go. We don't even have picks. Let's go to rookie signings. Why not? It could also be the head coach of why we didn't do so well. So I might look to replace the head coach, even though I already skipped it. Like we don't have any picks. Team player options. DeMar DeRozan decline, which I am going to bring DeMar back just because of how great he did. Cantor decline, of course. Luke Kennard I'll pick up, and Austin Rivers, your good's gone because I don't want you. And then qualifying offers, I'll give Torrey Craig one. DeAndre Mimby, honestly, I'm not going to give any of these guys one. And then let's go to free agency. DeMar DeRozan's here. I do have bird rights on him. He got 9 offers. The Wizards are his best. They're like lowballing him. Is there a way we can get Anthony Davis? We don't have any money. We have no money. Robert Covington's the first guy that has to go, man. Like, straight up. Robert Covington is an 86 overall, and he plays like a 68 overall. That's crazy. Brandon Clark ain't bad. Marcus Smart I saw. Not really much. I mean, OG Anunoby is good. Is there a way I can get like some bonus off of y'all? They want Draymond and they'll give us Cody Zeller. I mean, 86 for 86, 80 for 80. How about, because Draymond's defense is good and it is very needed on this team, even though we do have some good defenders. Maybe just throw them some 2nd round picks. Maybe they accept it eventually. What did he say? He's not a fan of it because of what? I should have kept reading. I'm not a fan of this proposal because it weakens us too much at the starting power forward spot. So then I'll just give y'all power forward, and all I have is Draymond Green. So let's go to free agency real quick. And let's sign a power forward real quick. Just any kind of power forward. Let's just sign Marvin Williams. We'll offer you that. Unless Thaddeus Young's here, because I know Thaddeus Young could go to a power forward too. But I don't see Thaddeus Young, and I should just offer DeMar before he signs somewhere. So let's offer DeMar that. And we do get DeMar and Marvin. So hopefully we can get both of them. And we do get both of them. So that's pretty much all the moves we're going to make. I do need to bring Cantor back, but he's not interested in playing, which makes absolutely no sense. So let's go back to the proposed trade and do Robert Covington. And where's he at? Marvin Williams for Sabonis. And they want 2 seconds, and they'll give us Edmund Sumner, whatever. So that's a good deal we get. So we do get Sabonis, which makes us better at power forward. And then we do need a backup center still. We need a backup small forward. So is there anything I can get for Edmund Sumner? Some first round picks I see not very much. Let's just take Isaac Bonga. Why not? Why not take Isaac Bonga? Isaac Bonga's the truth, man. And I could make Klay Thompson the small forward. He did go up to a 91. Let's see what these players go to actually. So if I make Klay, he stays at 91. If I make DeMar shooting guard, he goes down. Sabonis center goes down. And then if I make DeJounte the shooting guard, he goes to an 84. But because I want DeMar to come off the bench still. He was doing good off the bench. I might just start him for one game and see what it's like. And like I said, we need a backup center. So let's go get a backup center and a backup small forward. So the backup center, let's see if I could afford Whiteside, but I can't. Backup center, how much? Cousins wants 27 million. That's just absurd, man. Aaron Baines, can I afford Aaron Baines? Nope. Let's see. Where is Tristan Thompson? Like all these centers want so much money. Any cheap centers, man? Ian Mahimi is the cheapest center. Are you serious? I guess Ian Mahimi is going to be playing backup center for us. We're just going to re-announce all these rights because Enes Kanter doesn't want to come back. So let's get Ian Mahimi, and then we do need a backup small forward, I said. And Kent Bazemore is right here. So why not just get Kent Bazemore? Hopefully he agrees to the deal with us, as he does. So we do get Kent Bazemore. And let's look at player progression real quick. And after player progression, I'm going to be going to season number 2. So if this loading thing can hurry up. I know it always takes forever. So player progression, Klay Thompson, it just said it was a 91. Now he's an 89 still. Mitchell Robinson's an 86. Sabonis is an 86. DeJounte Murray's an 85. DeRozan went down a couple points, but it was just his perimeter D. Hopefully he still balls out for us, man. Like, I've never seen DeMar ball out like that. That's some crazy stuff right there. Like, he averaged 22 for us. That's crazy, man. Like, I've never seen it. And then here's the rest. Bonga went up, and then Amy went down. Actually, let's see if we have any training camps, because I might send DeMar to perimeter shooting. But it's crazy how the dude has a 71-3 and he's shooting better than Robert Covington. I've never seen Robert Covington be that bad in 2K before. I don't think I really traded for Robert Covington that much, honestly, to know that he's that bad. So do I have any training camps? I have one. So let's just send perimeter shooting to DeMar DeRozan. His mid-range goes to a 90 and his 3 goes back to a 73. So let's just head to the next season. They can sign whoever they want. It doesn't really matter. So let's head into the season 2, and I'm pretty much not going to make any changes. I'm going to go see who the coach is first. So here's the rotation. Why do we... What? No. I honestly want Sabonis to start. I know Draymond brings the defense, but we got Klay and DeJounte and Mitchell for defense. And I kind of, like I said, want to bring DeMar off the bench, but we can't afford that. So let's go and look at the coach. Not this one. Where's it at? Where's it at? The system proficiency. And We are a good it says defensive team. I know that doesn't fit DeMar or Sabonis, but it fits these three. What fits most of them? The grit and grind fits DeMar and Sabonis better. Let's go with, balanced, I guess, because balanced has the most stars. So we'll just go with balanced. And Kenny Atkinson isn't a terrible coach. I swear he got fired in real life, so I don't know why he's still the coach, but he's not bad. So we are going to be rolling with Kenny Atkinson for the second season, and I'll see y'all in the playoffs. This team isn't doing as well as I thought, and I am looming around the trades, and I'm trying to trade Draymond, and this trade popped up. And it's, Rudy Gobert. I think I'm going to be taking Rudy Gobert in this deal. I did see Buddy Hield and Aaron Gordon too. I was debating Aaron Gordon, but you can't pass on Rudy Gobert. You can't pass on Rudy Gobert. And so we still need a backup power forward. And so I'm going to see if there's any free agency real quick. Andre Roberson is here. Marcus Hall. Really? Yeah, we don't have enough to get him. He's going to decline it. Like, I don't know why they want so much money. You're a free agent. Like, can I afford Roberson? Nope. Let's see. I could get Isaiah Thomas and probably trade him for a power forward, so we might do that. Dang, he declined that offer too. That's crazy. Anybody down here with some... Can I get Justin Holiday? Why are they declining? Like, y'all aren't even gonna get signed, man. I think Derek Collison has more trade value, so we'll just take Derek Collison. And then let's go to Trade Finder and see what we can get for Derek Collison. This first round pick and this first round pick. Hopefully we can get a better power forward. Matisse Thybulle's a good player. We can get Colin Sexton. What? Okay. Miles Bridges, Tony Bradley, Jerry Allen, we can't trade for back. Aaron Holiday, OG Anunoby, and Terrence Davis. Luka Samanic, I saw. Yeah, you can't pass up on Colin Sexton, can you? Colin Sexton or OG Anunoby and Terrence Davis. So I think you got to go with the 280 overalls, man. You got to take the 280s. Like, yeah, you get Colin Sexton, but you get more help with OG Anunoby. Could play some backup power forward. Yeah, he's a small forward, power forward, and he has like a 93. I thought he had a 93. And then we got Terrence Davis for a point guard. He could play some backup point guard too. So we're gonna finish simulating the season and see y'all in the playoffs. So Trae Young is your MVP, and then you got LaMelo Ball for Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th Man of the Year for the Rockets still, or did he leave? Nah, he resigned in Houston. Then we got Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year. Markelle Fultz, Most Improved Player. 22 points. Good. Happy for you, Markelle. And then Lloyd Pierce is your Coach of the Year for... I don't even know what team, to be honest. Trae Young made the All-NBA first, and then All-NBA second, All-NBA third. There's no Nets. All-Defensive first, and All-Defensive second. I would think you would see Rudy, and you do. And then there's no rookies. You don't have any rookies. So we did end up getting the second seed in the East. Let's go and look at the standings. I don't know where I was going. So in the Eastern Conference, we did go 60-22. That was only 2 games worse than the Atlanta Hawks. So I believe getting rid of Robert Covington and Draymond helped this team improve well. And then if we go and look at season stats, 5 points. DeMar's just a great scorer in real life and 2K. Klay Thompson averaged about 21 points, did very well. Sabonis did his thing. DeJounte almost averaged a triple-double. Mitchell Robinson averaged a double-double off the bench. Rudy Gobert averaged a double-double. And pretty much there's the rest of the stats if y'all want to pause and look through it. So we are taking on the Toronto Raptors in the first round. Let's simulate the current round. We are up. We're still up 2-1. And really, man, we're up 3-1 on the Nets. Could we please just end this game real quick? And we do win in 6 games, 4-2. Taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. I know I really couldn't see it because I was in the way. DeMar DeRozan had 37, 6, and 2. Damn, he took 13 three-point attempts. That's crazy. We're taking on the Sixers. See if we can get past the Sixers. We're up 1-0, 2-0. Come on. 2-1, 2-2. Are you serious? We were just up. I don't want to play the game. But if you look at the matchups, they're pretty even. We got a better power forward. They got a better center. Overall wise, it's a pretty even matchup. But I do not want to play the game. Simulate game. And we do tie it. Can we please advance? And we advance to the conference finals, man. Taking on the Atlanta Hawks. DeMar DeRozan with the closeout game. 27 points. DeMar DeRozan is just a beast in the playoffs on 2K. So yeah, it is the first and the second seed facing off each other. 1-1, 2-1. We 3-1. Come on. And we're in the finals, man. Let's go. Take on the Dallas Mavericks. Klay Thompson had 39 and 5. DeMar did his thing. Sabonis. Everyone's doing their thing, man. This team is way better than when we had Draymond and Robert Covington. Can we win it all, man? Up 1-0, 1-1, 2-1. Are you serious, man? We lose in the finals, man. It is what it is. Luka Doncic is your finals MVP. Averaged 31 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. That's going to be the video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new.